I know I'm like 2 days late, better late than never. Alright, so we're gonna be talking about Boruto episode 86. In my opinion, it was a decent episode. There was a lot of draking going on in this episode, but we did get a lot of backstory about why Onoki is actually doing what he's doing and possibly figuring out if he could possibly stop later on in the future, mainly because there will probably be more casualties if he does continue on with this plan. But I do have to say, I was wrong. When I first found out that Onoki was behind this whole thing, and of course the Boruto writers wanted us to think that Onoki was like this huge terrible person, I just thought that he was just that evil, but it turns out that Onoki is actually doing this for the quote-unquote greater good. But I've been saying for a very long time, it is just impossible, and I mean completely impossible, for there to be a world of peace. No one is ever going to live in a world without war. Same thing in real life. I just had an argument this morning about who is better, LeBron or Michael Jordan. There's always going to be conflict in the world, and you can literally never stop that. But I feel like there's a way to probably try to minimize that, and that's exactly what Naruto did by this world of peace. It is very noble to think, hey, I don't want anybody else to die, so I'm going to create these synthetic human beings. But as Boruto did point out, there are some downsides. Those synthetic human beings also have feelings, so they'll feel bad if one of their friends die, just like any real person would have bad feelings if one of their actual friends die. That's going to be like the little downside to Onoki. Onoki didn't want to get that sentimental. Onoki told Boruto he was drinking a little too much, but you kind of understand where Boruto is coming from. They also have feelings. Mitsuki understands, like, hey, Seki wants friends. As we've seen earlier and everything, you know, when Seki went down, Kakou and Kirara, they felt bad for Seki. They wanted to save Seki. They did everything they could to save Seki. That basically tells you they do have feelings for each other. And that's a very good point that Boruto did point out. But I'm just saying, like, man up. There's going to be people around you that die. There are going to be people that die. For example, 20 years before in the past, in Itachi's time or in Kakashi's time, people were dying on an every single day basis. During the Shinobi Wars, you literally lost one of your loved ones and also had to fight 30 seconds later. Like, it was just that serious. So I just feel like if you're signing up to be a shinobi, you know what you signed up for. You know there's a possibility of you dying, or you know there's a possibility of one of your loved one shinobis dying. But a couple of other things that I do want to point on, Lord Ku and everybody else completely overtook the Hidden Stone Village, and this is pretty much confirmation, like, hey, the Hidden Stone Village is absolute garbage. Like, let's be honest. If the Hidden Stone Village is literally being taken over by synthetic human beings, all I could say at that point was, wow, there is a problem. Like, for example, if you think back to times where in part 1 of Naruto, you cannot take over the Hidden Leaf Village that simply. I mean, you had multiple very good shinobi in the Hidden Leaf Village. You had Jiraiya, you had Tsunade, you had Kakashi, you had Might Guy, you had multiple other shinobi that would protect the Hidden Leaf Village, but in the Hidden Stone Village, it's like all of them are fodder. It's like they're all garbage. This just alone lets you understand exactly what Onoki was talking about. The Hidden Stone Village was literally taken over in a matter of like 2 or 3 hours. That's it. Like, Onoki, being the guy that he was growing up in the times that he grew up, he understood, like, the Hidden Stone Village, it's garbage as of right now. Everybody is completely weak. Now, there was a time where Lord Ku told Kakuya to do something, and it looked like Kakuya wasn't going for it. It was like Kakuya looked at Lord Ku and was like, yo, I can't wait to knock this nigga head off. But you got the sense of separation between the two synthetic human beings, and it might end up being a situation where the other synthetic human beings would probably overtake Lord Ku. Now, I'm not saying this for sure, but that little hesitation right there was definitely put into the Boruto anime for a reason, so I 1000% won't be surprised if they end up turning on Lord Ku. And one of the other big things that they were also worried about was, of course, their lifespan. Lord Ku is obviously still going on to the notion like, hey, I have to do everything by the book. If Master does not order it, then we're not doing it. And one of the biggest examples of that is their lifespan. I mean, they brought in 5 people to kill, to basically copy their hearts so the synthetic human beings could live longer. I mean, Lord Ku was like, nah, if Master says we can't kill him, we can't kill him. It's just that simple. I feel like if Onoki eventually says, no, we can't kill him, we're just going to live for a few more months and that'll be it, the other synthetic human beings are just going to be like, what? You can live for another month. We're living forever. And even though I do feel like Lord Ku is pretty much at Kage level, as of right now especially, I feel like Lord Ku is probably not going to be able to take down the other 4 synthetic human beings, mainly because they're just that good. The other 4 synthetic human beings being Kakuyo, Seki, Kirara, and also Kakou, that we're probably going to see fight in the next episode versus Boruto, which is obviously going to be a very hyped time. Now, as of right now, I don't really know exactly what the plan is, but it looks like the Hidden Leaf Ninja, they're literally screwed. Like, let's be honest, they have no plan as of right now. Shikadai barely escaped. We haven't heard from the Tsuchikage in like years. Boruto is pretty much being held captive by Kakou and Onoki as of right now. Sarada, Inojin, and also Chocho, we have no idea where they are. They're pretty much still going to be in the cave, and obviously we did see some frames of them in the preview for episode 87, so 9 times out of 10 we are going to see them in the next episode. But it's like, as of right now, they have nothing doing. I mean, I think that Konohamaru's original plan, like, hey, Konohamaru's probably going to force Lord Ku to pretty much act quickly, and he probably thought that the actual Hidden Stone Village defense would probably put up a good fight against Onoki. Well, was he wrong on that one? The Hidden Stone Village completely got destroyed in a matter of seconds. I feel like as of right now, the biggest thing we can look forward to is Shikadai going home back to his father, Shikamaru, and basically telling him exactly what's going on. And afterwards, I feel like Naruto probably sent some good shinobi out there to actually help. I'm pretty sure you guys remember when Naruto did send some fodder Joins out there to go see what's going on in the Hidden Stone Village. That didn't end up well, but I feel like as right now, he could probably send some guys like probably Rock Lee. He could probably send like some guys that we do know, and I feel like that would probably be the best situation, because as of right now, it's looking pretty dim for our boys over there in the Hidden Leaf Village. Now, a couple things that I do want to touch on, and I might make a video about the second part that I do want to talk about, but the first thing that I do want to talk about is Kozuchi, which is Onoki's grandson. Now, I feel like a lot of people are pretty much going to be a little bit tired of this stereotypical child act where the child wants to become the next Kage. The child pretty much has these idealistic visions like world peace, things like that. And in my opinion, I feel like that just happens too much. I really wish that Onoki's grandson would have probably been a little bit different. Of course, Onoki did compare him to Boruto, whereas Boruto doesn't want to become the Hokage. Boruto, I don't even think he cares about world peace at this point. Boruto just wants to become stronger than his father. I feel like this is just a reoccurring theme about these younger kids, and I want to know your opinions about that. Do you guys have no problem with that, with these stereotypical kids just want to be the Hokage, world peace, all that, da-da-da-da? Or do you guys want to see a little bit of diversification in the later kids that we do see? But now, one of the other important questions that I do have to ask you guys is, like, who do you guys think is a better Kage? A Kage like Kurisuchi, which basically has a nice heart. She doesn't necessarily push the kids or anything like that. She's for world peace. She's for everything like that. But at the end of the day, all of her shinobis are extremely weak. Or would you prefer a Kage like Yagura, which is like big bad wolf? Wolf, we all understand that. He forces their academy students to kill each other to go and become genin. But we do have to admit, the Hidden Mist Ninja were pretty lit. Like, we got some extremely good characters that came out of the Hidden Mist Village. And of course, they were strong. They were very, very strong. Now, personally, if you were to ask me, I feel like it should be a mix between the two. Even as of right now, even in a time of peace, you cannot pretty much guarantee that no one is going to be attacked in the Hidden Leaf Village. That's pretty much what you're seeing right now in the Hidden Stone Village. Like, for example, Onoki's grandson. Of course, you do understand that it is a time of peace. No one is going to be fighting anybody from other villages, but you do still get those rogue ninja that want to steal things, that want to impose their will on a certain village. And of course, if you're not trained to handle those situations, hey, you're gonna die. It's just that simple. So I feel like a mix between the two might be good. I don't think that academy students should be killing each other or anything like that, but you can't have a situation, or you can't have a climate where no one knows how to fight. You can't have a situation like that. I feel like there needs to be life or death situations. For example, I feel like the Hidden Leaf shooting exam back in the day was something very needed. Of course, there needs to be a sense of death. Hey, some people might die in the shooting exam. That just has to be that. But I feel like you can't just go through life just not caring about how strong these guys are going to be and how little battle experience that you're going to have in the future. Or you'll get situations like this that's going on. As of right now, man, I feel like Yagura is probably a better Kage than Kurisuchi, because the main goal for the Kage is supposed to be to keep the village safe. And of course, Kurisuchi is not keeping the Hidden Stone Village safe. You could say a lot about Yagura. You could say, hey, big bad wolf and all that. But one thing that he did do was that he kept the Hidden Mist Village safe. So I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys think that Yagura is a better Kage than Kurisuchi? And also, let me know what you guys think about this episode in the comment section below. There's a lot of good things that happened in this episode. But one thing that I do want to highlight, and I really want you guys to give me feedback on this, is my theory that Kakou and everybody else might actually end up turning on Lord Ku if Onoki does eventually say, like, hey, you can't kill these other 5 guys. You guys are just gonna have to live for like a couple more months, and that'll be it. And don't worry, guys, I will be uploading the spoiler review tomorrow, so you guys can look forward to that. I'll tell you guys what will be happening in the next episode of Boruto. Obviously, I did talk a little bit about it in my overall monthly long spoiler review, but look out for that, because I will be going more in depth into the spoilers for the next episode, and trust me, guys, it will be super interesting. But it's been your boy Baara B. Make sure you guys let me know what you guys think, and we out.
It's a knife.
Shut my clock, I can't stop.
Fuck around, make my 40 pop. No popcorn, I pop pistols. Reaming my body, clothing no issue. Bitch, you look sick, you need a tissue. You drop a body, I just might bless you. I'm metrosexual, no high cholesterol. Wedge any crib, bitch, just get sexual.